My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most accomplished musicians who were brutally dismissed once, but proved their haters wrong.
To this day, it is hard to imagine anyone rejecting the Beatles, but it did happen.
Number 10, Missy Elliott. The way misdemeanor was treated in the entertainment industry early on would never fly today. Or at least it shouldn't.
You just gotta spend some time with me. You just gotta take maybe 20 minutes and then you'll just know who Missy Elliott is.
The Get Your Freak On singer was shamed for her body by label execs, with one even calling her too fat for a soloist.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take.
So, what did she do? She turned their prejudice into her pride and burst onto the music scene with her unstoppable talent, embracing her body and her originality. Today, with 4 Grammys and her name on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Missy Elliott is an icon in the truest sense of the word. Number 9, Fred Astaire. Believe it or not, but one of the greatest talents in the history of Hollywood was once grossly underestimated.
Putting on my top hat, tying up my white tie, brushing off my tails.
Legend has it that during a screen test in the early stages of his career, Fred Astaire did not make a good impression. His performance supposedly earned him a curt review, where an evaluator remarked that he could neither act nor sing.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
They allegedly had something to say about his hair too, noting that he was slightly bald, but admitted that he could, quote, dance a little. Astaire himself dismissed his singing talent, but there's no question about the excellence of his music. Number 8, Shakira. The goat of Latin music was born to be a performer. From a very young age, she gravitated to art, whether that be in the form of poetry, song, or dance.
Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be near.
However, her light was too bright for those around her. She wasn't accepted into her school choir in 2nd grade for having a strong voice, but her peers apparently had a different opinion.
My classmates used to say that I used to sound like a goat.
Sounds like a goat.
Yeah, like a goat, yeah. Because my vibrato was so pronounced, you know, so quick, no? I have a quick vibrato. That has also become my signature as a singer.
We're sure the irony of that insult is not lost on them now. Not only has Shakira sold millions of records and earned several Grammy Awards throughout her career, but she is also a celebrated philanthropist and a genuine role model.
I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension, don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Number 7, Ed Sheeran. The Shape of You singer's career is a lesson in perseverance. He started making music in 2004, but it wasn't until 2011 that he released his chart-topping debut album.
I'm in love with your body, every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Every time he approached a label, they'd turn him down, claiming his songs didn't have what it took to be hits.
I felt bad because you must have been waiting for someone, you were standing on your own, and I kind of just walked up to you and went, here's my demo. And you were like, oh, thanks.
You just say that demo?
I know, mate, yeah. Was it a demo?
The Grammy winner also attributed the rejections to his appearance. After one too many letdowns, Ed realised that while others saw his individuality and uniqueness as weaknesses, those were the exact qualities that would set him apart from the rest. Clearly, his hunch was spot on, because now he's a certified hitmaker with fame that few can rival.
Maybe we found love right where we are.
Number 6, Eminem. The king of rap's rise to the top was riddled with challenges. His personal life was difficult, his debut album Infinite was not commercially successful, and labels looked down on him.
You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
According to reports, he was rejected by companies such as Duck Down Records, Raucous Records, and Terror Squad Records, whose founder, Fat Joe, now regrets not signing him. Many critics told Eminem to try his hand at rock and roll instead of rap. However, when Dr. Dre came across Slim Shady EP, he recognized his talent at once, offering him a contract with Aftermath and Interscope.
And I would love to work with you. And I had a studio in my house at the time, and I went and put some samples together, did a couple of things in the drum machine, and I invited him over.
Although criticism followed the decision due to the rapper's race, Eminem ultimately proved that he was destined for hip-hop greatness.
'Cause I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up.
Number 5, Andrea Bocelli. Doesn't seeing this legend on our list make you question the credibility of the music business? The singer, whose voice Celine Dion compared to that of God, had a hard time getting signed at the start of his career. His demo tape was continuously rejected by Italian labels, who doubted his marketability as a tenor who makes pop music. Fast forward a few years, and the great Luciano Pavarotti discovers Andrea Bocelli, helping him launch his career. Soon after, he was winning hearts all over the world as a crossover performer. Number 4, Lady Gaga. The pop icon's famous 100 people in a room quote,
"He really fought for me, and you can have 100 people in the room that are watching you and 99 don't believe in you, and one does, and that was him,"
wasn't just inspired by Bradley Cooper believing in her for A Star Is Born. It actually came from way back in the day, when Gaga was struggling to get her demo heard by music execs. Her vocal coach, Don Lawrence, motivated her by reminding her that despite the no's, all she needed was one yes to make her dreams come true.
So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. There's an only way to say.
However, that didn't come easily. Despite landing a record deal with Def Jam Recordings, she was dropped within months. She was finally able to put her music out there with Cherry Tree Records, but faced doubt from radio stations. The poker face songstress was simply ahead of her time, and now dominates airwaves. Number 3, Madonna. Whoever passed on signing the Queen of Pop is probably doomed to regret this fumble forever. A young Madonna navigated the tough grind of New York City, making ends meet with multiple jobs, while taking dance classes and trying to pitch her demo to the right people all at once.
Where I was just basically interested in my survival, like what I was going to eat and what I was going to wear when it got cold outside and where I was going to live.
When she finally got Millennium Records to listen to her work, the company's president, Jimmy Iovine, failed to see substance in it. Not long afterwards, Sire Records brought her on, and the rest, as they say, is history. Nothing could stop Madonna's ascent to the pop stratosphere, and her influence on the music industry remains unshakable to this day. Number 2, the Beatles. The greatest band in pop music history was once faced with rejection too. The Fab Four auditioned for Decca Records in 1962 after being denied deals with many other labels, but were turned down again.
"No thanks," said Decca's A&R man Dick Rowe. "They've got no future," he famously decreed.
According to executives, who had an appalling lack of foresight, might we add, guitar groups were losing steam, and the Beatles' prospects were dark. Needless to say, that couldn't be further from the truth. EMI's Parlophone tapped into the rising band's potential, and they shot to unprecedented fame soon after. Meanwhile, the Decca snub went on to be widely criticised and was even parodied in All You Need Is Cash.
All you need is love, love, love is all you need.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Elvis Presley. If you ever feel like the world doesn't recognize your talent, just remember that the king of rock and roll was once brought to tears by a dismissive crowd.
For broken-hearted lovers to cry very little and be so very alone.
When he was 19, Elvis made his debut at the Grand Ole Opry. It was a major milestone for the Heartbreak Hotel crooner. However, the crowd didn't embrace him. In Bobby Ann Mason's biography of the star, she revealed that the venue's manager reportedly told him to, quote, go back to driving a truck. That day, he went home with tears in his eyes. However, he wouldn't be crying for long, because his big break was just around the corner. Next thing we know, he was on top of the world, and nobody could bring him down. Have you ever predicted the success of an underrated artist? Tell us in the comments down below.
You are incredible and you will change music. And I signed her, and her name was Lady Gaga.